I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you.
Hello and welcome back to part 3 of our Deepwood Druid max difficulty Sovel run. We've got more of the marvellous woodland creatures, especially I think the forest dragon counts, we've officially decided. Also the extra druid doing heal spam like crazy. As a consequence of all of our great healing, we've managed to get through most of Act 2 and sustained almost no damage whatsoever. So again, we've got an extra elite here, and then I guess I could take the random event and then decide whether or not I want a rest or a random event as a bit of variance, but let's kind of decide after. Shadowmaster Itch. So traditionally I would say that the Hex of Ruin spell is the best spell in the game, the one that compromises enemy defense, but that's kind of at a tactical level. On a strategic level, over the course of the full campaign, having these constant heals may arguably be better, because you just never sustain damage, you amass max gold and turn the campaign, make it as easy as possible. The issue I have with this is that I really don't need too much strength up here, so let's not overcommit. The dragon can fly over this, so you're in a pretty good spot to go over there, and you can just wait to see what you want to do. Okay, so yeah, the reason I deploy like this is because with these terrain pieces, when you have a big impassable thing in the middle, everything on this side is going to have to drag itself around here while I slaughter everything on this end. So you can kind of cut off half the enemy. But obviously we're going to have to deal with these pesky things first. Frustratingly, those long rifles can see my dragon, so I have to get you out of the way. I'd love to first get a shot into the long rifles with this one though, so I can reduce their power. So it's a gamble. Do we think the very first thing they're going to activate is that long rifle unit? I mean, possibly. Worst case scenario is I take a hit and I can just heal it anyway, so I'd rather kill this one while I have the chance. Get 4+. We roll the ones, and they're defense 3, so we can kill them pretty effectively. Note they roll super well. Should kill at least 2 there. I can't get out of the way, so to speak, but I can at least move the archers in such a way they're not the target. Shoot something else, please. Oh good, that the unit went first. We got lucky. Okay, we take 2 wounds to the treant, which is a shame. We're going to immediately use that opportunity though to get our poor dragon to safety. And then next turn, when all this stuff starts moving, I can fly him over, and possibly like this is a good idea, because I might be able to fly over there and catch those. I'm a little bit concerned. I don't want to get too close to that ugly flamer unit, because it's actually going to hurt quite a bit. So I'm just going to do this instead. And get as close as I can to, and then hopefully that gets me there to deal with those. Shield or heal anything? I mean, I'd rather save greater regrowth for... Yeah, that's exactly what they tried. I would have been there and have been in a bit of trouble. Right, the rest of their shooting no longer matters to me. They can't bother me, so... They can't actually take... I got a bit lucky there. Just going to pass until I can't pass no more. Good, there we go. They're going to come to here. So I can probably pretty easily flank that unit of... Can't actually get there, I'm a bit too slow, I'm afraid. Maybe you can get there. There you are, our speedy treant there, no problem. So I'm just going to wait to see where these wind up to see if I can do that without being stopped. So let's instead shove you up here. I'm not going to be able to get the shot on those ones there, I'm afraid. So let's just pick on the flamers. Yeah, okay, it's going to take a while to get around them. Maybe I can flank them with these instead. Someone will be able to flank them. You come up here. Just for later. There goes a monster. I don't intend to use... You're in range of being shot to death, which is a bit unfortunate, so I'll probably just have you scurry this way for a second. Nah, don't worry, just... Or it'll be fine. Do I want to use little regrowth on this tree? And I can save it for later because I get a minimum of 2. So if I take 1 or 2 more wounds and then heal it, I might get more efficient use out of the regrowth. They have 2 units left, which are both of these Skulky units they've saved till last, which is pretty clever of them, annoyingly. Means I can't quite figure out... Can he fit through there? I'm just going to use my fingers on the screen to try and see. I mean, he shouldn't be able to squeeze his way through there. I think they've blocked themselves, so I think I'm somewhat safe to pull this off. Yeah, just minimum distance it. I think that was that unit trying to move, didn't, and then just stood in place. So good, you're stuck. That being the case, you'll charge into that. I'll have you rush up here with the intention of eventually getting into flanking that unit. Tie up the flamers so they can't barbecue us. Turns an entire army made of wood probably doesn't appreciate being flamed. They don't shoot at anything, despite, I mean, they would have had a valid target, just chose not to go for it. So we'll pass a whole load of times. They also failed to do anything. They stand in place because they've blocked themselves with that unit. Genius AI here in action. Okay, now how do I want to handle this? They haven't moved yet, so I'd love to see where they go first. That will tell me exactly what I need to do over here. Otherwise, I need to start thinking, how can I get an angle on that? Do you think I can squeeze through here? Yes, I can, no problem. Shoot the long rifles again. Surely you can finish this unit now. Should have taken a lot more damage last... There you go, 7 wounds. That would have killed them all last turn. That's it, that's all you need to do. Good, they do exactly what I was hoping. They Hex of Ruin you, so that's the really scary thing about this Ratkin Baller, because he starts with Hex of Ruin. Target unit has -3 defense, so my 9 invincible, defense 7 treant's gone down to 4, which is terrible, but the enemy's only 1 attack each, 3 power, so it's a good time to... The AI will always use it if you're in combat, so if you want to start with a relatively inconsequential combat like this, it's a good way of tricking them into wasting the ability. Now how do I squeeze through here to eventually get a good attack on this? You'll be locked in place, so don't worry about that unit. I'm not able to quite... They'll eventually break and run. The problem is, once I hit them there and they break and run, they'll probably break in such a way that they get in my way, that there's nothing else I can really do. So I've got 2 units left, which are what? Again, it comes down to these 2. I need to kind of pause for a second because I need to see what I can squeeze by. I don't know if I show off what I can get done here. Yeah, the high movement of those annoying monstrosities is actually going to make it a bit difficult for me to... I may instead have to make do with flying here, flame-throwing it, and then just standing there. And then they may turn and shoot me, but I've got enough durability to deal with it. Other units I can use are these 2. I'll just use you as a bit of a distraction. I really don't want you to be long rifle those, that would seriously hurt. Got to do something about that long rifle unit quickly. Fine, okay, tell you what we'll do instead, we'll just start coming up here. Start chipping away at the monstrosity. And they come, they've... Oh, do you think they'll be able to see my... Probably not if I follow that line, so they may have just given the treant a flank there, which would be great, otherwise... You're going to hit that already, so I guess you should actually come around this way. Because all of this is going to be mopped up pretty easily. I know where all of this stuff has now moved, which is a good thing I stopped, because I'm not going to have the refuge of that side bit there. I can't get through. I haven't quite got the movement. Just too far even for you. That's too far. Oh, this is rather annoying. They've done a good job of really... Should I just take a fight with a monstrosity? Wouldn't be very good. It's going to take a lot of damage. I could give myself, well, my defense 5. I didn't buy barding, so I'm pretty vulnerable. No, I think that's a terrible battle. Let's kill all this stuff and then deal with them later. Can I just fly over this? I can. That's something at least. I'm not going to be able to turn and shoot what I want to shoot, but I can maybe hide behind them in such a way I'm not the target. Yeah, I'll forfeit my shooting. Reroll saves, not really necessary this turn. Treant defeats them, who would of course. I take 2 wounds because of the lack of defense, that's annoying. Oh, can they see me? See if I can get away with that. I really hope I can just about get away with it. You're going to charge me there, you have no chance of pulling that off. Ah, the blast, they can just draw line of sight. Well, if I fled, would I want to? No, I'm defense 7, they're power 3, I could probably just ignore them. Yeah, I'm just going to take the counter. I can give myself reroll saves in case they're really nasty about it. I could charge them again. Oh, I could hit that unit and I could surround and kill it. At which point, they get 3 attacks on me, I suppose. At which point, they hit on 1.5 hits. Halberd, so they always wound on 4, so I take 0.75 wounds. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll kill them until it breaks to a man and disappears, rather than us having to deal with it the long way. Because this would obviously win and bounce them off, but they'd still be alive. Good, they've wasted their shooting. What I really don't want to happen is they use Hex of Ruin on this, because that would make it only defense 4, which is going to suck a bit. Okay, my turn. I'm not going to use this, I'm just going to stall by using, quote-unquote, using the unit. They have 3 units left on their side, which are these 2 monstrosities and that. So let's start using these units over here instead. I get you into an angle to shoot the monstrosities. Yeah, quite easily. like to shoot that one if I had any choice in the matter. There we go. Pick one and strip that down rather than splitting fire. It's going to take a while with 2 up saves. Before they come, you can just shoot and distract. Hang on, what units do they have left? Well, I think the only thing the only thing I've left is this. So if I can just stall for 1 turn, yeah, I'm just going to shoot this and then get away from that one as it comes trundling forward. I'm going to put you down here because I might be able to split their attentions. My hope is that I can kind of divide them apart and flank them. Good, so you can come to there, and I can use this treant. Start coming up this way. Now I know where they've all positioned on this side, so let's make a nuisance of ourselves. How do I want to engage this, or rather, what is my ideal target? Probably the Skulkers, because they're kind of annoying. I can beat them in a turn and have them break. Not this big block, don't be silly. I can very easily get to here and be safe. I can flamethrower through and get the desired target. It's 1.5 down, and then I can flank charge those. Reroll saves, yeah, over here. Not sustain unnecessary damage. Yeah, and I get 2 ups rerolling, so unless you roll double 1, we're okay. And then just kill 6 of them. That close one, guys. Over here, it's really just a question of how much damage they manage to slip in. Okay, reroll. The Divine Protection helps there. Terrible hit roll from the Dryads, but still, we should beat them on morale. No damage, so good for calculation purposes. And a good wounds from those. All 3 hits, that kind of sucks. Oh, only 1 wound, good, I got away with it. I kept all my riders. You can't possibly prevail, so they're broken. Efficient way of dealing with these large blocks is you can surround and just kill them instantly. You tie up that for me. Oh, I didn't bother to charge that. I'm probably at Discipline 6, it should run away of its own accord. And then let's do you. Heal or reroll saves. Nothing really I need to do yet, so just skip. They haven't moved in a position to charge us, don't worry about that. Okay, well, you're not going to get to shoot anything else, so you might as well use your shooting into this while you have the chance. And there's 1 Skulker left. Start coming this way. Face these. I need to wait for these to move before I make any decisions, so let's continue to stall. We'd probably have you turn around. No, you'd be far more sensible to have you face this side, because this is more than enough strength on this side to tie those up. Good, just need to move the other one for me now. Oh, well, I can easily get by here, can't I? One. Glorious ones. And then we've made it trivial to charge that one as well where I wanted to. So I can... The first time I engage one of these, I'll use the Radiant Shield because they're pretty tough. Done. Double... Okay, you rally with insane bravery. I guess I'll just shoot you again in a second. Just soften that one up so I can kill it in 1 turn. Yeah, it's got 2 wounds left. That's an easy win in a single round now. Dryads, what are the Dryads going to do? Probably... that will be dead, so it just leaves you who's going to get shot and dragged around, so you're fine. So, over here. Wow, look at our Druid go. Just bonk 2 of them. Take a wound. Okay, we heal that back for free. They break, which is convenient, because now I can charge straight on into the long rifles. Not that one. That one, please. Everyone else is good as you are. This nuisance. The bravest skulker to ever skulk the holes. Okay, we know our plan. Wabam. Oh, that's a problem. I've got to get someone around there to tie those up. Probably you're going to charge around and stop that. I didn't know they were both injured. Okay, I'm going to start using my heals now to fix these. This one... No, I need to wait for that to move first. I guess I'll just quickly have you kill this off before I do anything else. And these are greyed out, so I think they've already moved. Was that? Yeah, that was this one moving. Good. Now I know where it is. Good at chipping off a wound a turn. Here, maybe I'll just put you through here to charge those if I have to. Regrowth, little regrowth. Yeah, good time to do it now. Just have it be full HP. There was you ran anyway, so don't worry about it. Have you turn. Ah, still long range. We couldn't quite get there. But a wound is a wound. So these have all moved. So if I'm very lucky, what I might be able to do. No, I can't get there. Blast. I don't think. Well, the dragon will win this fight. They'll break, and then I can. When they charge me, I can just flee. I don't actually have to take this horrendous combat on head on. So I guess I'll just have to stand on it because I don't particularly want to give those alphas that perfect. There's a lot of damage they can chuck out. So no, we're not going to do that. That's daft. Just have to run the dragon away. I mean, you, who was kind of stuck behind everything. Kind of hard for me to slip anything past them here. I'd rather... Surely you can defeat those. There you go. Yeah, just flee when they try and charge you. It'd be disaster letting. Halberds are specifically anti-monster because they do... You only did a single wound and it survived. That's frustrating. Okay, you can get stuck there for a turn. 3-up save. We didn't even need the rerolls. It was moot. It holds. Great. Okay, so I can't just shoot to death. You'll probably take some damage now that it's still alive. Oh well. Absolutely not. Why would I let you charge that? Nothing else to do. Nope. I'm kind of hopeful you stay on... Good, you stay on the field so I can then rally and still use spells. You're going to do this stupid inching forward a hair at a time. Okay, well I might be able to do the draw them out then. Okay, you're fast enough such that you can just race by, which is convenient. We'll get you by and then around here later. There you go. You want a piece of us? One wound left. You can still easily escape. Nimble archers. They're still running, so they're going to go off the field. You failed to rally. That's a disaster. Okay, I want those spells back. Who's injured? So you are. I'm going to wait for this combat to happen and then use regrowth because it's liable. That will take an extra wound. Might be able to patch it up. Here, I'll just get you out this way. What I could do is I suppose I could allow them to charge something and then just flee and get them out of position. Worth considering next turn. Leaving you, just go ahead and see if you can shave off the last wound. No, some one wound monstrosities here. What a pair. Come up here just to distract this unit. Yeah, now you get it. But you take an extra 2 wounds in exchange. That's unfortunate. So if I get lucky and roll a 3, I get maximum. I get 1 wound back for free. So as long as I get the outcome 1, 2, or 3, and then +1, so I get 2, 3, or 4. So anything but a 1, and I go up to full strength. No charges of this turn. Taking it nice and easy. Oh, they've given up with holding this flank, have they? That's not very smart. I'll boldly shoot this before and see it move because I think I can do 1 wound. There you go. I would really appreciate if you rally. Good, that gives me some heals to work with. You want to rush over here and I don't know if you can quite reach them to rear charge. Not this turn, I'm afraid. Of course you can, and I haven't yet used your curse standards. That's a good time to use it to really hurt these alphas. You're going, and then otherwise, well, let's see what we get. Hey, we didn't roll a 1. Back to full H strength. All of that for nothing. Still 2 more heals on this unit if I need them. Again, we'll just get out of their way. Eventually we'll outposition this unit. Yeah, we've basically crushed them now. I'm going to get over this without taking any damage. I think yeah, everyone is full HP. Or at least functionally. You'll get your wound back for free. They'll get their wound back for free. Yeah, the fight's over. Unless I get a rear charge, I'm never actually going to bother engaging the chieftain unit. No need to use any spells, we're good. Thunk, thunk. How exactly the druid manages to discharge 2 arrow shots, I'm not clear. Maybe he's dual wielding them. They're just doing this to cause morale damage and speed up their assessment that maybe they should do something else. There's no point, there's not really much point, just gonna move on. What's left? Oh, no, you're still there, of course. Have the rider show him who's boss. 15 attacks. Yeah, they have terrible. Rats have perhaps some of the worst discipline stats in the game. So if you hit them like that, they will just give up. Oh, they're still thinking, okay, let's just hammer the spacebar and skip this now. When you're at this, there's no need for me to take any action of any kind. We'll just get right over this immediately. Skip, 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 skip. Oh, healing spells. You put us together, you defeat our enemies, you're the best. Moonflight leveled and can take an extra attack, that's good. The chariot, blue chariot. I really don't care about your kind of, I guess I do use the shooting, so why not, and I don't need more gold. The dryads, who I'm interested in, so even more of them. I mean, should I just take the extra replenishment at this point? I don't think I'm going to benefit from it. Because once you're up to 20, you only get, what, 6? So you'd have 3 ranks of 6 and then another 2 behind, of which 8 of them wouldn't be able to fight. Having more of them is frankly ridiculous, so I think I'll just take the replenishment so I can easily get up there at the end. I don't care about the extra gold anymore. And the riders. Well, more of them are more elite. I like the small elite unit. You can get the extra move speed, and then there's a nice perk after that if I can fight my way to it, which I'm pretty sure I can. I'm not fussed about having a bigger unit. They're obviously quite versatile in their current size. So they've maxed out bow mastery. See if they max out steed mastery simultaneously. Everyone is still effectively full health, so we're going to do this again. Someone want to count up the obscene amount of gold we're generating off of that? Let me know. Is it more or less than 160? Now here. So I have a choice. I can go for the fight or I can go for the random event. The random event is probably pretty pants. The reason I'm going to take this one is because after this, I'm contemplating just taking the campsite because do I really need any more gold? I think I've got such an obscene amount this run that it's kind of losing its value. You kind of min-max to the point where you can crush the enemy. So you get the experience off the campsite, so which is nice. You're not going to lose any XP. You just leave a bit of cash on the table, which we don't really need, let's be honest. So we'll just take this one and then the heal. Me first. Yay. So the dragon can fly straight over this, so why not? Down the side, you down that side. Dryads in the center, and you just crush anything in the middle. Supported by you, you can kind of get to there. And the archers behind those, so you're not the target of any shooting. Yeah, so they do have some shooting to worry about. Some wolf riders and a giant, some short bows. That's pretty hefty for it. That looks more taxing to me than the elite battle we just fought, I'll be brutally honest with you. Can I step forward and annoyingly I'm not in a position to actually shoot any of these. Who are they going to shoot? Well, they've got a lot of targets. You're probably going to hit... well, nothing. You can't actually target anything, so ignore that one. This is the threat. Enemy artillery pieces can't actually move, so if they're in a position such that they can't declare a target on anything, they're just out of luck. That's all they can do. So this one can shoot you, or you. Plenty of options, so I'd love to start dealing damage to that immediately. It's out of range of the bows, unfortunately. Can I get close enough to target it? Yeah, like that. That might, unfortunately, put me in giant range, though, if I go stomping that far forward. Worst case scenario is I can use the dragon to save them or just flee. 5+. They count as being in perpetual cover because of their annoying artillery bonus, but that's one, and then another volley kills it next turn. They have some shooting, but I can't do anything else to stop it, so let's just... well, can you reach it with your bows? Well, I guess I could race them forward and try and scrape the last 2 wounds off. That put me in a terrible position to get charged and killed by these, though, so no is the basic counter argument. Now, because I pressed a unit, I have to use one. I can't go back to pressing pass. I don't know if anyone knows how you can get back to the pass option rather than using unit, let me know, because I think once you do that, you are scuppered. Yeah, nothing you can do. This one's going to shoot, though, into the chariot. That's fine. It's one of the units I don't particularly care about. Fine, I can just heal those wounds. was rather hoping that you'll get a shot onto this. 2-up save. No damage. Usually what happens. Now I have to go. They have 5 units left. I have 5 units. So it's these on the flank, these on the flank, and that giant. So they've left their flanking stuff at the end, which is annoyingly clever of them. What isn't clever is that they've blocked the path of that giant, so I'm now safe in my archers standing there. How do I want to deal with this mess? I could probably have this giant come rushing up here. What I'd love is if you could charge that unit of archers for me without being engaged by the pesky goblin. Oh, I don't know. It's going to be close. What if I angled it a bit more at the start instead? Oh yeah, that's a piece of cake. It will just have you do that. Go tie up the archers immediately. You can beat them no problem. Good, that move first. What are they going to be? Power 3, 4 on the charge, so I still have a 2-up save. Even if they do that, so I can pretty easily just crush them head on. They can't really hurt me. What do they move there? The trolls, okay. So I see where they get to. This unit, annoyingly, is going to get pretty far up here. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop it. I'd love to see... I don't care where these giants move, it's just a question I really want to see where that goes. Let's start this. Let's use your heal on you first. Oh, I have to use the proper heal because you're a non. Fair enough, that's a fair point. Instead, I guess I could just have you shoot something and then run away. That would be a great target if I could manage it. Nope. Unlikely, but you never know. You might do a wound and then, tell you what, you might be able to get behind this cover turret piece here and just be safe from that annoying Wolf Rider unit. Is there anything little I need to heal? No, the woodland creatures are all fine for now. The giant won't reach us, we knew that already. So can I stall with anything so I can see where you go first? I'm not going to be able to do it. They're going to go the very, very last unit to move, aren't they? I don't think there's anything I can do to stop it. I could just fight them head on with this and probably beat them, let's be honest. So you got to there. I could flank you now if I wanted. I could come rushing over here and flank that annoying unit of short bows, like that. Can that giant get there to catch me? Twist and move? Probably not. We'll scrape some wounds off of it while I have the charge. Oh, guess what I'd really like to do? Oh, I could get, if I could charge back onto the artillery piece there. I have to go at least that far, which you've got to assume is in giant range. I think it's worth a try. I'll orient myself such that I could countercharge the giant if I need to. Shoot that one first. 2 wounds, good start. And then just so make sure I'm in a position to charge back if it gets up to me. Yeah, it reached me. Okay, so it depends. So I'm just going to have to take that head on or flee. I don't mind either way. Yeah, this happened exactly as we thought it would. They correctly lamed us out, so I can't avoid them. Whatever, just shoot the trolls. There's not really much point because they'll regenerate, but maybe we get lucky and kill one. And then just run directly away from those annoying wolf riders. Worth a try, so I can see if I can escape here. I can. They shouldn't be able to... Yeah, they can't see anything. Oh, they can see you. Oh, they might stop the... Okay, fine, I can use the treant to kill them. So I get to charge first. Now, if I do this, unfortunately what ends up happening is because that green line is shorter, the giant is just going to intercept me anyway. So you're destined to take that when you can't stop it. Here, again, same principle, I could do that, but the giant is just going to get in my way. I can't really stop it. But they're only power 4, so it's a pretty easy win for me. Yeah, I don't mind at all. We'll just have you deal with that. Fine, the AI has managed to position in such a way that it gets its annoying charges off every... I'll show you. Yeah, this will happen. But the treants are sufficiently tough that I really don't care. Okay, let's start using spells now while I have the chance. Who wants the shield? You'll be saving on 2+, you'll be saving on 2+, so really it should be you against that power. There'll be a power 7 giant on the charge, so it's going to hurt. I'll give you a bit of help here. And then just pass a bunch because, again... Oh, annoyingly, you could target that, which is going to suck. So, and I can't really get a shot on it with you in the way. So I guess I should get you to safety first. I haven't positioned very well here. I'm stuck in the terrain piece. Like that. It kind of works. I might be in troll range there, but I can turn the chariot around to maybe save them. Yeah, forego your shooting. I don't know what you've targeted. So the only shooting that scares me on their side is that that short bow unit might execute that one wound giant, and I had to use the shield rather than healing it this turn, so we might be about to lose a couple of our heals. Nope, they forfeited it. Good. They're not doing anything. In fact, if I win this, they're about to get flank charged. Okay, the trolls have moved into... Well, I'm going to be honest, it's a pretty smart position. It's kind of hard to get around them. I could put this unit here, flee, have them run at me, and then flank them next turn. That's probably the way to do it. 3 units left, so... Yeah, let's have you effectively sacrifice yourselves here. Come over here. Get in their way, have them charge you, and then run. I'm pretty fast, so I should be able to I'm faster than they are, so you make a clean break of it. Yeah, I'll do. Well, you might as well use your shooting if you're going to move over here. Won't achieve anything, but, you know, why not? Just twist. I'm hopeful I don't run off the field. I'm just trying to have them run that way instead. All the woodland units are fine. Your heal is pointless. Good, I was waiting for that to move. Now, do I want you to shoot? Probably. Again, I'd rather actually just eliminate their range potential, but I can't. Don't know if I can get there. It depends on where the dryads can. I can't reach far enough to flank. So I'd have to do something like this. I want to stay out of the range of that annoying goblin mob, because you could easily defeat that for me. But I don't want that to still be alive is the problem. That being said, it's not as though I have any choice in that, because I don't think I can... Am I fast enough to run? I can run straight over their arc. That's actually good. Let's do it that way. Let's have you rush up here. And then is that enough to squeeze a shot onto that? I won't be able to tell in advance, I'm afraid. It's not. I was afraid of that. Do you think twisting this way or this way would give us the shot? Don't accidentally move into the giant's arc, please. That'd be embarrassing. There, we got there. Just had to wiggle a bit. Come on, 2 1s. Ah, blast. Okay, we'll have to kill it next turn. And just move a bit further forward so you're not going to get killed. You've used your Primal Fury. I somehow don't think that's going to change anything. And Dryads just slaughter this giant for me. You can beat it, no problem. Of course, they get to reroll, whatever, and then it's still 2-up save. No damage. And then our attacks. Fine, 3 wounds. Primal Fury. No reroll success. Oh, but it does make them power 5, crucially, so they're actually more... They can actually hurt me. I did roll double 1, so it's moot in this occasion, but you get the gist. Here, I take 1 wound, and then just crush them. What are they going to do? Which is sealed the fate of those short bows in the same way. Here we go, this is the tricky one. Go on, Isabu, you hit once, but 2-up save. Yeah, you won't. It's really just Moonflight here is going to matter. 4 hits from the giant, that's annoying, it does really well. I have a 5-up save, re-rolling. It's like Greater Shield saving us there. Dragon hits fine. Just 5 wounds, we win. Giants are Fearless, Discipline 9, so they'll never drop below that threshold of their 9. No amount of losing combat reduces the amount they can roll the save on. And you deal with those. You can deal with those. No, do not charge a unit of Goblin Mob, that wouldn't be very smart. Good, you're in an easy to deal with position for the riders now. You're in a bit of trouble. I'd obviously love to shoot that unit before anything else can stop me, but I've got to see where this stuff moves first to know if I'm safe. I'm not going to be, is the problem. Combats, I can do this. Might as well do that now. If I beat the giant, I can charge into those. I don't necessarily see what the point of that was, but okay. Okay, well that's changed. I'm now safe to move because they can't stop me. There are no melee units left to engage me with. I'm just going to... You don't need to go that far up. I just want to, well, escape. You're still in combat there, that's okay. Just shoot that for me. Still long range, that's tragic. Just an inch further forward would have been 4+. Still kill it anyway. Maybe I'll charge the archers in, who knows. You, Greater Shield, 3 uses is great. It would be nice, though they're already re-rolling saves, so we're fine. Yeah, just use it on yourself again. Eventually you'll defeat the giant. You're gonna get... I kind of saw this coming, I'm afraid. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. I might actually be tempted into charging those rather than fighting them. Otherwise, let's rally you. No, you roll an 11. That's terrible. I'd like your heals back, please. Primal Fury again, but they're down to power 4 now without the charge, so they only get to save on Or rather, I get to save on 2+, I'm fine. You can come over here and give those trolls a ruddy good colonoscopy. And the Wolf Riders rally. How annoying. I rolled a 1, that's annoying. And then bunch more die. And I rolled double 1, so oh come on, that's terrible rolling. You could do much better than that. 3 of 8. Though do remember I'm about to attend a campsite after this anyway, so 2 wounds, that sucks. Only 1, we actually lost combat there. But we hold at least. Need to start healing myself. Greater Shield is still the better choice. Only it's got the low number of attacks here is going to make it hard for them to actually achieve anything. Dead instantly. Yeah, okay. We're power 6 on the charge. They've reached a threshold now where they can't really be stopped anymore. I could recharge those. I'm actually going to wait to move him around and help flank those. Here, deal the trolls for me. Yeah, you're going to just take those head on, that's fine. Do I want to charge? So it's a question between either. I can charge them, at which point I forfeit my bow mastery and... Oh, reroll ones for ranged attacks here. I don't get to reroll ones, so technically the attacks aren't quite as effective as my shots, but then they only get to fight 10 times rather than 15. So I think I come out slightly ahead. They're only defense 2, I'm power 3, so it's okay. Better skill. I think I'm better off just charging them. Yeah, we send the archers in. If not, I can spam heal them quite a bit. You're being... Oh, and because you failed to rally, I can't flee you, so that druid is dead. But it will at least snap out of it. It won't be routing anymore, so I'll be able to use its heal 1 time before it gets killed off the field. Not the end of the world. This treant is free to move around, but later. The scaling of these fights is a bit weird. And how on earth this is not an elite, but the previous one isn't. This is way harder. Oh great, now you're shooting my treant. Roll a 3 up please, thank you. I appreciate it. Use this now. I really can't afford to be stuck here because I want you to kill this and then recharge those. They've turned here, which is good because I can completely ignore them and slip into here and flank that. You can use your spell. You're going to die here anyway, so I'd much rather you instead heal that while you have the... Woodland only. Okay, fine. Heal the severely knackered. I guess I could put one of those back. Doesn't change my attack numbers. Just in case you die. Yeah, put heals back on that instead. They rally, I don't care. Enemies run out of units to use now, so I need to make a choice. Can I squeeze into here and legally declare a charge? All I need to be able to do... So obviously it looks like I can't fit through there, however, as long as I can draw a straight line to that flank, I can see them and my square can fit in there when I pass through. I will actually be allowed to do that. I'm going to relieve my poor forest dragon, struggling to win this here. Again, who would I want to use Greater Shield on? You're going to die anyway, so just keep defending yourself. We have a unit left. Oh, you, of course. Now, am I going to win this? I can't be super confident, because it's not really what the archers are for, so what I'm going to do is have you rush up here. 1, this is good because it puts me in a safe position from the bolt thrower. 2, I can flank them to help out. Here we go again. Only 1 hit this time, dealing no wounds, that's better. It's a draw. Okay, fine. The treant will at last resolve this for us. Here, they're not going to achieve a whole lot. I have a 3 up save re-rolling, so no damage. Yeah, I'm power 6 on the charge. Just flank them and keep slaughtering them. Here, I really hope you break this unit. We haven't got great powers, but I need to buy a Banner of Fury. Okay, we got lucky. And they're out the way. Excellent. You're extraordinarily dead, I'm afraid. Yeah. Oh, we only felt... Oh, if I used the greater, maybe I could have saved them. That's an incredible saving throw. Here, our elves just slaughter them in a straight punch-up. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Fair enough. Oh, this is going to be tricky. I have to make an ugly call here. Slip through and kill that. Break the unit there. Don't let them go either. Now, I could recharge this unit. Whoever I charge with... So currently you're safe because you're blocking line of sight to the treant. Unfortunately, after you move out the way, it's going to be able to shoot me. I think I can sustain 1 shot and then just get the treant on them and kill them. So yeah, why not? This is all fine. Yep. Sound the horns. Yeah, you can make 1. So yeah, it's not going to kill you. You're going to take a bunch of wounds, but whatever. And then you can rush over here and enact your vengeance. Oh, I could just about reach it. It's closer than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, that's in range. The archers want a piece of me. That's cute. Heal yourself because you're down to what, 4? Yeah, that's awkward. Max HP, great. I don't necessarily see what the point of that is. So they're hopefully break and I can just recharge these in sequence. Oh, don't roll double 1 when you've just used your heal, you fool. Please help the Treant. There you go. Great, way to take 2 wounds. Again, we're going to a campsite. We'll heal it all for free, don't worry. Whole bunch of dudes. They can't hit back unless you roll a double 1. And they're off. They're just going to keep getting broken. Yeah, we've outpositioned. We finally got around them. All their large number of units has finally buckled. You deal with that. You stay on them. You tidy that up. And then I guess you could... I mean, I can have you fly behind and recharge them later, so... I mean, that saves you from being shot, but all that means is that he's going to end up shooting them instead, and I would rather they target the Treant because it's defense 7, so no, I'm going to leave you there. Yep, shoot the Treant a bit. No wounds, saw that coming. So I'm going to wait for you to move, so all I need to do is I need to use this unit first. Can't reach anything, don't worry. Okay, unit, I was about to say that's quite smart, because they're going to be in a position to follow that line. Can they see my Dryads? Oh, I'm trying to... I don't know if I just put my hand on the screen and eyeball it a bit. I think I'm actually okay, you know? I don't think they can actually see them. So after I break this unit, I could just end up... Maybe I've misjudged. Oh, I can't tell. If you can squint at the screen better than I can and guess where that line is going to go. Oh, I can do this. I can have it. So obviously that line is through... Oh, and it's on the edge of that periphery there, so it's right there. So I think they can just about catch me. So I want to flank them with something to get them off of me. And still need something to deal with the short bows, of course. I can't ignore them. What I could do... Oh, let's be... I'm going to put you here. You're going to get charged, which is fine. Just watch them. They're going to break this unit, at which point, when they charge you and fail to do anything to stop you, I'm then going to flee, use my last heal now before I get off the field. Of course, that makes sense. 5, 3, obviously the one is 3. And then when I charge and flee them out of the way, then you can flank around and kill them. You come over here and get a flank charge on this annoying unit. As long as I can see them, it's fine. I don't have to escape their 8 radius, but I can because I've got the movement, so I may as well. Bunch of trolls again. Even better this turn. It's going to be great when I can buy a Banner of Fury for that unit. Continuing to punish this poor goblin mob. Just getting worse and worse, the discipline roll for them as they lose ranks. We're about to find out if they can see me there. Artillery pieces that failed discipline checks down the spot, so they can probably charge me. Obviously, I'm hoping that they take the bait and do that. Perfect. And that's everything we need to do. Yes, it's fine. And I can recharge those rather than wasting time flank charging them. Even better. They rally. Fine, I can have... You can deal with that and the Treant can get those. It's like clockwork, isn't it? Oh, they're already routing. They needn't have even bothered. So I've used all my heals, nothing else to do. Just leave it there. Oh, I have to cycle through this combat, do we? Roll double 1. I dare you. Why did we struggle that? It's just because there were so many of them? It was a good... Yeah. I mean, the chariot's just gonna chariot. It's not particularly good. But I'll get back, obviously, 1 for free, and then I'll look at the healing values in a second. 3 for 3. So when I go to the campsite, I'll automatically go back up to 4 or 5 for free anyway, so don't bother. You'll automatically heal to full as well. You've leveled. I don't particularly care about any of those. The discipline would actually be nice because I'm constantly failing these blasted checks, so let's improve my discipline to see if I can flee more effectively. And the archers are fine. Just take the unit size. You'll get more. You'll get some stuff out of it when you go to the campsite. Yeah, you'll go 3 or 4. You're good. The Treant leveled. I don't care about those, just take the extra wound, become even tougher. And you take the attack, of course. So you'll get 2 to 3 at the campsite. You go up to full. You're already full. You're already full. The archers get 3 to 4, so there'll be 16 or 17 of 18. Is the extra 2 guys worth us leaving that gold? No, I don't need the size, so you might as well take the gold. You'll get 3 to 4 and be a colossal unit, so you don't need to bother. You'll be 4 or 5, you needn't bother, and you'll be full HP, you needn't bother. Yeah, so 860. On this side, that's outrageous for this point in the campaign. More great, I got exactly what I was hoping for, so we have even more of them. And then 10 of 10, I could take that now, and I immediately benefit from it because I'm about to go to a campsite. How convenient. And then the skill is nice. You can go up to skill 4. It can be more effective in combat. And another level. Do you want any more? I don't need any more than 15, I'll be honest. That's kind of wasteful. So instead I'll take the replenishment, so the heal I get immediately makes me a large size rather than like 2 and you get 12. So I think that's the best compromise there. Don't care about gold. Good, okay, so still 370 in the bank. The Dryads, I was hoping for better banners, but I'll take Mist and Swiftness for now. I can get them out of the way so I can buy better stuff later. You at last get your Banner of Fury. Yes, please, that's a good one. Let's have a look. Wild Form. Caster, +1 power and defense, and 2 attack system. I don't think that affects the dragon, I'm afraid. So that's not... 1,000 mounds is a tiny bit of chip damage. Maybe if I have gold left at the end, I'll consider it. Otherwise, definitely Plate Barding for you now. It was silly I didn't take that earlier. Also, Plate Barding for you is a no-brainer because it makes you defense 6 as well. 180. Scythe Wheels for extra power, 140. So 140 left over. 90. I don't need combat upgrades for the archers, but I can take the Banner of Mist. So 2 Banner of Mist would be good, so I can't be shot. So that's 70, leaving me with 110. 40. That would leave me with, what, 70? And then could buy both of these spells exactly if you wanted them. Yeah, why not? So we'll do Banners of Mist just to reduce any annoying shooting damage. 110. Your Scythe Wheels, so you get more power on the charge. And then both of these spells, because why not? Extra power, extra attack, you have nothing else to do. There you go, we spent it. Managed to spend all of our gold there, quite impressive. Even more Dryads. Got up to full size here. Yeah, everyone's basically full HP. Take all the experience. You've leveled another point of recruiter. There you go. We've maxed out. That's a true max of recruiters. Obviously, you'd like the better growth, but never mind. So we get anything we buy now gets 4 ranks. You're healthy enough. Just take the experience point. You're fine. You're fine. 16 of 20. Dryads don't need any more than that, so just take XP. Archers also take experience. It's going to be a hard slog to get them up to the next level. It's unfortunate because I was hoping to see the extra rank of the bow mastery, but we never got there. Oh well. The riders, I mean, you're all fine. Good. Okay, let's see what there's our actual size now. So yeah, I can't stretch that unit out anymore, but I can do this one. So just be careful. So one of these has all of the good up. So Banner of Fury, Curse Standard. You have the baby at banners, so Banner of Swiftness and Mist, whereas they've got the Fury and Curse, and then Divine Protection as well. So Leaf Spirits aren't quite as potent as the Tree Thorns yet, so just be a little bit careful with how we use them. You're fine as you are. Everyone else is okay. Yeah, you've also got your upgrades now for your combat, which is appreciated. Good. We can go into the Act 2 boss. It's the Silver Host, so traitorous elves and dwarven allies. Annoyingly, that means I have a lot of competent shooting we'll have to contend with, but that's okay. Treant down the flank. Maybe I should have one there instead, and I can put you on that flank. And it's hard to... I don't really like... You can ignore the terrain, so you can stand right there. Maybe the dragon... They'll have their own dragon on one of these flanks, so maybe sticking you... I could just shove the Treant into wherever it is. Having you sort of centralized isn't a terrible idea, so you can engage whatever you want. Maybe something like that. Yeah, so that's the problem we want to deal with quickly. So what can it... Currently, it can only target... Don't worry about the flame cannon, so it's this, which I can immediately... you're on the wrong side. He would have been better off over there to get on that straight away. Fine, you can just flank one of these for me. But the cannon is going to end up hitting... probably one of our more useful units, but I can just heal them. Good, you moved immediately. Now I can know how to get around you. Fine, just... I don't care. It's now... Yep, the benefit of being defense 6 is now we save on 2+ against piddly little power 3 stuff. Same principle here, also a 2-up save. It'll take a wound, but it's 1 less than we would have taken, so worth it. Kind of hoping to see where that chariot moves to, because then I can just slingshot you up here and flank. Obviously I'm going to have to start choosing units now. Can I shoot their nasty range stuff? Not effectively. How do I guess I can shoot the chariot now. It's a bit of a waste. Maybe kill one of these flying machines, execution style. Yeah, just don't waste fire into the flame cannon. It should just die. Yep, dead. They're blocking their own line of sight. I appreciate it. So as long as I get you out of the way of this one, I can't be targeted by anything. We will do that now. And we're safe. Next turn I'll have you rush up here and engage their back line, with that not bothering to protect, it seems. You've also kindly completely blocked the line, almost entirely blocked their line of fire into all of this stuff, so I'll just save this unit by moving you sort of out of the way now. You're obviously not going to escape charge radius of the dragon, but I don't mind. I'm actually happy for you to take that head on. Let's just have you go steaming towards it. Now I'm now in charge range, so we'll have a titanic duel here. That doesn't matter. Oh, as long as I wait for the cannon can go, I can now fly you straight over and have you fight. The problem for me is, can I reach that wood? I can, good, so I can easily get there to reach them. Perfect. I know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm just going to stall with that because I need to see what this other stuff does. You can just, I don't know, step forward and crush that poor flying machine. That doesn't matter. So they've still have 4 units left. They get to use this, or that. Okay, so now one of our Trillia pieces moves, I'm going to assume they're going to use all of the others. So I'm just going to... You can just come forward. There's no threat to you. Honestly, you could fight any of these. Are you the good... No, you're the baby one. So let's be a little bit gentle with you. You might want to pick some more advantageous flanks or something. Okay, I still haven't seen you move, which is annoying. So I'm going to stall with you. You'll kill that, no problem. So I'd rather you scrape a couple wounds off that. Yeah, use 1,000 mouths as well. So you roll 3 dice. You get 1 to 3 as a result, and that's how many shots you get, but it's a very low power. Power 2. So almost everything in the game gets really good saves against it. Just chill out where you are. Good, now I know where that's landed. I can't actually flank. Shall I just rush up here and take the chariot head on? It's really not that much of a threat, is it? Get up here and then just, shoot at it and charge it afterwards. I got 3 wounds. Annoyingly, I don't know if it will allow me to legally declare a charge if I can fit there. Oh, you managed to perfectly thread the needle and shoot me there, did you? Oh, you arse. What a... Okay, I'm going to seriously hit you for that. Well done, you've managed... I guess I can now charge it, no question. Now if you get up here, do you want to flame something else first? Because you can easily crush that in combat. Yeah, let's use my flamethrower shot as I fly by on that. And then fly over. Yeah, I'm just going to put myself here because it means I can't be targeted by that annoying bolt thrower. And then you're dead meat next turn. And well out of range. Reroll saves, not useful or anything. That might have saved me because I can now legally declare this charge. Let's just have you do this. Charge back. I don't want to... You can easily... Oh, I could flank that instead. What, just shoot that to death? Instead have you start killing their line in this direction. Doesn't leave me much to do with these blocks though. I'm a bit afraid of where they would wind up, so I'd rather they actually just go forward and fight all of this head on and kill it all. Well, fine. There's nothing else to charge here. No, that's all good. Oh, don't forget. Oh, I very nearly forgot there. You are camouflaged in the woods like a true woodland unit. Using Divine Favour on themselves, so +1 skill. The dragon is now skill 6, that does matter because it gets to hit me on 3s. You use this now, there's no guarantee you have any other turns to use it. What can their annoying shooting shoot? Basically nothing, so let's just pass a bunch. Don't use your Curse Standard on a 2-wound flying machine. Okay, you're going to end up in a direct battle with this, which is no problem. What I could do instead is I could just have you flee, stand here and then run away. Draw their ire elsewhere. That unit hasn't moved yet, so I'm going to wait for these to move so I can shoot and get out of the way. Yeah, you haven't covered those at all, I'm afraid. Yeah, let's use this first. And what I could do if I wanted to is I could probably race over here. So to see if I can flank them. I can put 2 into their flank, so then they won't be able to move. They get surrounded and killed. unless they turn this way, which might be a bit of a hassle for me. I need to wait to see where they go, so I'm going to stall by using this unit first. I could use Wild Form, somebody gets a shield or Regrowth. Probably Regrowth to have my guys back. Oh wait, there you go, have all my strength back. Good, now I know where they are. 3 units. Have these moved yet? I think they're grey underneath, so yeah, that hasn't moved, and that hasn't moved, so you're definitely safe. Start chipping away at the miners. Dwarf kind, not the attending school kind. Safe. You're in a bit of trouble next turn. I'm just going to have to fly you away so you don't get flame cannoned, but for now we're alright. Just wait for that to move so I can rush you up there. You haven't moved yet, so let's do my little party trick. I'm going to do rush over here. Get far enough such that you're considered to be in the flank of that unit. Well, you're going to die anyway, so I might as well shoot that one instead. There's no way I can do enough damage to take off 6 to reduce their sideways based attack, so start crippling the berserkers. By cripple I mean kill one of them. Oh good, if I win this I might be able to flank them. Okay, these 2 units now. Let's have you rush up here. Whee! I can see you clearly, so you're going to get flanked and killed. Do I want you to fight any of these head on? You're not quite as potent as the other one, so I mean if you get a flank I'll take it, but there's no way for you to both stand, so you can't escape that unit to hit them in the side. How would I do this effectively, do you think? I can rush that way. Maybe I can bait them out of position and check if he comes around and chases this idiotically, I can flank them. Chariot's dead, it's just a question of how much it hurts. 1 wound. Sadly I only had the 1 left. Over here, I didn't shield you because I wanted to regrowth that unit, so let's see how much damage I take. 1 wound, is that it? But I still win. Okay. Wow, you're not doing a whole lot. Yeah, it dies. I'm so surprised. Just valiantly do a wound, however. Just beat this quickly and get back into the fight. Good, you can flank and kill that for me. Okay, so you're going to charge me there. Well, that's an easy enough problem to solve. You can just do that. They'll charge me again. But then if you hit them from both sides, they can't move. They're stuck. So despite the fact they can see both units, they can't counter any of them. Otherwise, yeah, deal with the bolt thrower. And because of the way it's very kindly angled for us, when I beat this and kill it, I'll be able to go straight to that. If it was dead straight, kind of in parallel with its Inferno Cannon there, maybe I wouldn't... Oh, I think I'd probably still get away with it. But now I'm guaranteed to see it and get a rear charge. Thank you. Everyone else is content. Should probably move you first to get out of Inferno Cannon range. So yeah, let's just do that. How do we think these are going to go? You're definitely dead. You might need a little bit of help over here. So I'll just put you in a position to... I don't get to use my shooting, but I don't think that's too much of a price to pay. I'll have you here to recharge those if they hold on. Shield or heal? You'll all be fine, so let's shield this one this turn. And I can heal and put the one back later. They're coming for me. Interesting choice. Regrowth, woodland units, 7, 9. You're all healthy, so nah. You use this now. Chop through the whole unit instantly. What are you doing? I have 2 units, just these 2, so just yeah, stay on these. If they're just, I don't know what your plan is, but I don't think that's going to help your cause somewhat. Okay, you've made a terrible decision. You just continue to... I'm never going to be able to quite flank this unit. Should I just take them head on? What are they? Warriors? Can I? I've got a better charge rate, so I can charge them. They can't charge me. I might take a bit of damage, but whatever. I can greater shield my unit on that turn and just break them. The damage from the character, and then the dragon does 1 wound and takes 7 back and dies instantly. Dryads, yep, do a bunch of damage. Take nothing. Chariot does fine. Takes a wound, so they lose by so much they can't hold. and the big block crumbles. Over here, without my curse stand, I don't have quite the same teeth, but no damage because I get to reroll saves, and they're gone anyway. Dead instantly. Good on you, Treant. Just letting big, powerful monsters hit the enemy backline amazingly wasn't a good idea. You would have thought. You kill that. I could recharge that now. I'm just going to hold off because I can wait to see if they're rallying. You can just shimmy around those and shoot them to death. We'll just see what they do first. Round you come. That's not too concerning. I'll wait to use you to see what these do. You just shoot those. Again, I don't... Okay. We will ignore this deadly unit of archers no matter what. They do rally, someone's going to have to charge them. And of these units, it's probably safest to put this unit into their back because they're the one that's guaranteed to break them. You can do that. Everyone else just start positioning around this pesky block of deep guard. Thickly armoured. Yeah, their defense, what? 5, and then have... save and heal? You're 6. I could use a little heal, but I could just use the chariots on that. So use your heal on that one to make it full, and then your heal on that one to make it full. And I still have one of your small heals for that unit if it takes any damage, I think. I think that's accurate, so... I mean, no, I'd rather use shield this turn to prevent unnecessary damage coming, and then I can spend a couple of turns healing. Good. Other things I can do... Yeah, I might as well use it. You're not going to get into any further fights, so just be full HP. Chop them up. Ah, the Inferno Cannon survived. I did a wound. I get one back for free. You've achieved nothing. The power of nature does not care for your petty attempts at dealing damage. 3 up save, reroll it. Okay, I didn't even need the shield. I have good discipline though. Not enough to particularly hold on. Kill that unit for me. Again, I could just wait to see if they rally. Yeah, just leave the rest. Annoyingly, really good morale because a large number of their troops are technically still alive, I suppose. I haven't seen that move yet, so we'll just pause for a second. We could just use this unit as it is. And then, okay, they finally changed tack there. I last figured out that they should probably engage this unit. Just in time for, you know, all 2 of them to figure it out. Yeah, they rally, they're basically guaranteed to, so fair enough. If you want to come over here and shoot that one for me. Here we go, it's 1,000 mount, let's finish it off. Well, near max damage, surely that'll do it. There you go. Just get a lucky roll, you can do some good hits. You're going to be problem solved. Let's get around this unit. Can I kind of squeeze my way out? Yeah, no problem. This unit is going to be a pest to deal with. I guess the most effective way to deal with it is if I side charge it with the dragon and then rear charge it with something else, the foreman will enter a silly duel with my character, and then I would only take a couple hits from the deep guard into the dragon, which is they're only power 4. I mean, I never really have to bother engaging it in combat. I could just fly around forever and just do this. It's a very strong unit to get stuck fighting. In fact, you're probably better off shooting these. Yeah, okay, and then heal or save. You're all fine. I can do that one later. I guess I can hit my guy back so I can get more shots. Otherwise... speed this up. So have you charged? I could send this in. I might take a wound. I really don't care, I'll be honest. Oh, there's no point. It does help. Let's just get a move on here. Yeah, you continue to kill those. Stuck with these hardy units that take forever to chop through. We're going that way. Okay, well, someone's going to have to fight you now. Do I want to save the shield? So I could put the shield on that and not take any damage. I don't think I need bother. I'd rather save it for when I have to fight this. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you rush up here. Just so you can see them. Don't need to go that far. And I definitely see them. You're kind of stuck, I'm afraid. If you did one more, you could deny some attacks, but never mind. Can you angle? Actually, if I can get you to shoot them. Is that my line of sight? No, unfortunately that little thing of wood there is going to stop me from getting where I need to go to see them. Maybe like that? There, I can just about angle it. Good, just kill one more of these for me. There we go. Reducing the number of attacks that can hit me with. And then you. I've got one little heal left, so I can use that if I sustain damage to that triad. Which I do not. Very good. All good casualties for speeding up the enemy's defeat. All the same over there. Very good. Surely they're considering that this is probably over by now. So I could just flank you. I mean, I could put them into the side. I don't think I need bother, because I'm liable to lose one for no reason. So I'm just going to have you kill that, and you can hit those, and you continue to kill those. I'm guessing after this turn that'll be enough damage that they finally capitulate, and if it isn't, they'll probably just rout anyway. All the units will be either broken or dead, so that's it. They have their annoying shield wall ability. That's why this Dwarf Foreman unit with Deep Guard is a real hassle, because it's hard as nails, defense 5 with Masterwork armor, so it counts as... there you go. So yeah, it counts as +1 damage save, so they save on everything basically on a 2-up, but not against the monsters. And then they have shield wall, so they get to reroll their saves for a turn of combat, just to be annoying. So shielding stuff, you're all fine, so let's shield you just in case you take any hits. That's good, and then you can heal something. Well, if there is an extra turn, maybe I'll cling to it in case I need it for any of these. Everyone just skip, there's nothing for you to do. Hold the space key. No damage there. No damage there. I get a single hit, that's not great. Okay, so not an amazing damage. Okay, so we win by 2 because of the flank and the rear, but we do literally no damage to them because of all their reroll saves. These other combats, however, I suspect will go more our way. That's still not... We're still stuck here with them. Oh, give me strength. Charge, yeah. Well, look, as long as I don't take... Can't heal the chariot quite to full, but never mind. As long as I don't take... Yeah, why not? Wild form. So as long as I don't take an extra wound on that, I should be okay, because I can't preemptively heal it now. So, well, if I can take 1 wound and take no damage, so as long as it's not 2, I'm fine. They're routing this turn. Yeah, put Rego for that. Makes no difference. I was going to heal anyway. Everyone else is fine as you are. 1% morale. Okay. No wounds there. Good start. As long as you don't take 2. No, okay, we didn't take any. Without their annoying reroll save thing, they can't win. The potential way around that annoying reroll save thing is if you just flank charge them with something. They'll still foolishly use it because they're in combat, but they won't get to attack you, so in the next round when the normal combat starts they won't have their benefit anymore. But for a turn they're borderline invincible, as we kind of saw there. Bunch of levels, that's good. Moonflight, more attacks, always appreciated. The chariots, yeah, +1 attack. Well, between those two, so you can either have +1 attack always or +1 attack on the charge. Or just +1 attack permanently is just a better upgrade, isn't it? Because it's always in effect. The dryads, more of them, replenishment or gold. I'm going to be max size and not need the extra guys. I'll just take them. Why not? Maybe I can make them a silly sized unit by the end. The riders get their +1 attack on a charge. That's what I was hoping for. That's a really good upgrade. So I think they're now bow mastery 2 ranks and steed mastery 2 ranks. They're as an elite as a cavalry unit can get. They're all full HP. You're full enough HP. You're also fine. 4 or 5 is good enough, and yeah, this is good. Act 3. So I think we'll stop that there. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like and subscribe. It massively helps out the channel, and I do appreciate it. If you have any comments on what you'd like to see for the next Sovel run, well, we're obviously coming up to it now, so it's a good time to leave suggestions. It'll be max difficulty, but you can pick basically any army, any character or theme you'd like, because you can fundamentally beat the game with anything you want if you kind of understand the mechanics or try hard enough. And also pushing the buttons maybe helps someone who wouldn't have seen the game see it otherwise. Or if you just want to chat with me and others down in the comment section, that's fine too. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.